Welcome everyone. My name is Aria. I am 34 years old now. 12 years ago, my life looked perfect. I was young, confident, and full of dreams. I worked as a marketing manager at a large technology company in Chicago. I wore beautiful clothes, carried an expensive handbag, and worked in a tall glass building downtown. People respected me. My future looked bright. I had a rich boyfriend named Daniel. He came from a powerful family. He drove a luxury car and took me to expensive restaurants. Everyone said we were the perfect couple. My parents loved him. My friends were jealous of me. It looked like I had everything. Then I made the biggest decision of my life. I left it all for love, but not for Daniel. I left him for Michael, the security guard in my office building. Everyone thought I had lost my mind. Even my mother cried and said, "Aria, you are throwing your life away." But I did not listen because with Daniel I felt safe. With Michael I felt alive. It is midnight. I am standing in my small kitchen in a tiny apartment in Cleveland. The paint on the walls is peeling. The fridge makes strange noises. The light above me flickers. Michael is asleep on the old brown sofa. He worked 15 hours today at a warehouse. He earns $16 an hour. His hands are rough now. His back hurts every night. We have 2 children, a 9-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. They are sleeping in the only bedroom we all share. We cannot afford a bigger place. Last winter, our heating was turned off for 3 days because we could not pay the bill on time. The kids wore jackets inside the apartment. I smiled and told them it was like camping, but later that night I cried in the bathroom. Tomorrow I have to tell them again that we cannot go to Disney World this summer. Again, this is my life. This is what I chose, and tonight everything changed. Earlier today I attended a charity event. My old company invited former employees. I almost did not go, but I was curious. That is where I saw him, Daniel. He looked even more successful than before. Expensive suit, confident smile. People surrounded him. He is now the CEO of a fast, growing tech company, very rich, very powerful, and still single. When he saw me, he froze for a second, then he smiled. "Aria," he said softly, "you look the same." We talked for almost an hour. He told me about his company, his travels, his success. He spoke about New York, London, Tokyo. His life sounded like a movie. Then he looked at me seriously and said, "I never forgot you." My heart skipped. Then he said something that changed everything. "Aria, I have a position open at my company, Senior Marketing Director. The salary is $170,000 a year. It's yours if you want it." I couldn't breathe. $170,000 a year. That is more than Michael and I make together in 3 years. Daniel handed me his business card. "Call me," he said. "You deserve more than struggling." Now, I am standing in my kitchen, holding that card. If I call Daniel, our life will change overnight. We could pay our debts, buy a house, send our kids to good schools, travel, stop worrying about every dollar. But Daniel would not just be my boss. He is the man who once asked me to marry him, the man who loved me, the man who might still love me. Could I work beside him every day? Could I look into his eyes and feel nothing? And what about Michael, the man I chose, the man who works until his body aches? Would this destroy him? Would he feel small, replaced, less than? My hands are shaking. I look at Daniel's card. Then I look at Michael sleeping on the couch, still wearing his work clothes because he was too tired to change. 12 years ago, Daniel proposed to me in a 5-star restaurant. There were candles everywhere. A violinist played soft music. He placed a diamond ring on the table. "Marry me, Aria," he said. "I will give you the world." I smiled. but something inside me felt empty. That night, I stayed late at the office. I cried at my desk. Michael, the security guard, saw me. "Are you okay?" he asked gently. I told him everything. He listened quietly. Then he said something simple. "If you loved him, you wouldn't be crying." Those words stayed in my heart. After that night, we talked every evening. He told me about his childhood, his dreams, his fears. He wanted to study engineering one day. He wanted a simple, happy family. With Daniel, I felt admired. With Michael, I felt understood. 2 weeks later, Michael said, "I like you, Arya, but you're engaged, so I will never say it again." I looked at him and said, "What if I don't want to marry him?" He stared at me, and everything changed. I broke off my engagement. Daniel was furious. The security guard, he said, "Arya, you are making a mistake." Maybe I was, but I walked away anyway. 6 months later, Michael and I got married in a small church with only a few friends. We were so happy, but happiness does not pay bills. Life became hard, very hard. I am still holding Daniel's card. Suddenly, I hear movement behind me. Michael wakes up and walks into the kitchen. He always knows when I am worried. He makes tea without asking. Then he sits beside me. "Arya," he says softly, "I have something for you." He pulls out an envelope. Inside is $3,000. I stare at him. "What is this?" He smiles shyly. "I've been saving for almost 2 years. I wanted to surprise you. The kids have never seen the ocean. I thought maybe we could take them this summer." Tears fill my eyes. He continues, "I know I can't give you a big house. I know I'm not rich, but I'm trying. Every single day I'm trying." His voice shakes. "I'm scared you'll wake up one day and regret choosing me. That breaks my heart because I remember something. Daniel once bought me a diamond bracelet. I lost it. Michael once made me a birthday card with his own hands. I still have it. When I was sick, Daniel sent expensive flowers. When I was sick, Michael sat on the bathroom floor and held my hair back. That is the difference." I slowly take Daniel's card out of my pocket. Michael sees it. His face changes. "Arya," he whispers. I take a deep breath. "I saw Daniel today. He offered me a job." Michael looks down. "That's amazing," he says quietly, even though I can see the pain in his eyes. Before he can say more, I tear the card in half. "Then again, I choose you," I say. Michael looks at me like he cannot believe it. "But that job, I know what it was." I say, "And I know what you are. I would rather struggle with you than succeed without you." He pulls me into his arms. We both cry, not because we are weak, but because love is not easy. I found a new job at a smaller company. The salary is not huge, but it is stable. Michael finally finished his engineering certification and got hired as a junior engineer. It is not a big company, but he loves the work. We are not rich, but we are breathing. We pay our bills on time. We are saving for a bigger apartment. One afternoon, my phone rings. Unknown number. "Arya." A familiar voice says, "It is Daniel." He tells me something that shocks me. The jobs Michael and I got were not luck. He recommended us. He called his contacts quietly and helped us. Why, I ask. Daniel answers softly, "Because loving someone means wanting them to be happy, even if it's not with you." I cannot speak. He continues, "You chose love over money, and I realized you were right." When I hang up, I tell Michael everything. He is quiet for a long time. Then he says, "That must have been hard for him." "It was 12 years ago. I chose love over money. People said I was crazy. Maybe I was. But I choose Michael again every single day, because real wealth is not in your bank account. It is in the person who stands beside you when life becomes difficult. Daniel taught me that love sometimes means letting go. Michael taught me that love means staying, no matter what. And if I had to choose again, I would still choose love. If you enjoy this story, please like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe for more interesting stories.